ground enough. Shall we desire to raise the sanctuary and pitch our evils there? Oh, fine. What dost thou, or what art thou, Angelo? Dost thou desire her foully for those things that make her good? Let her brother live. Thieves for their robbery have authority when judges steal themselves. What? Do I love her that I desire to hear her speak again and feast upon her eyes? What is thy dream on? Oh, cunning enemy, that to catch a saint with saints dost bait thy hook. Most dangerous is that temptation that doth goad us on to sin in loving virtue. Never could the strumpet, with all her double vigor, art, and nature, once stir my temper. But this virtuous maid subdues me quite. Ever till now, when men were fond, I smiled and wondered how. When I would pray and think, I think and pray to several subjects. Heaven hath my empty words, whilst my invention, hearing not my tongue, anchors on Israel. God in my mouth, as if I did but only chew his name, and in my heart the strong and swelling evil of my conception. The state whereon I studied is like a good thing being often read, grown sere and tedious. Yea, my gravity, wherein let no man hear me, I take pride, could I with boots change for an idle plume, which the air beats for vain. Oh, place, oh, form, how often dost thou with thy case, thy habit, wrench all from fools, and tie the wiser souls to thy false seeming. Blood. Thou art blood. That's right, good angel on the devil's horn. 'Tis not the devil's crest. Oh, heavens. Why does my blood thus muster to my heart, making both it unable for itself and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? So play the foolish throngs with one that swoons? Come all to help him, and so stop the air by which he should revive. And even so, the general, subject to a well-wished king, quit their own parts in an obsequious fondness, crowd to his presence, where their untaught love must needs appear offense.
Sorry, Casey, can we start over?
Yeah, sure. Okay. And even so, the general, subject to a well-wished king, quit their own part and in obsequious fondness crowd to his presence, where their untaught love must needs appear offense. How now, fair maid?
I am come to know your pleasure.
That you might know it would much better please me than to demand what is. Your brother cannot live. Yet may he live a while, and it may be as long as you or I. Yet he must die.
When, I beseech you, that it is reprieve, be it longer or shorter, he may be so fitted that his soul sicken not.
Ah, fine, these filthy vices. It were as good to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness, that do coin God's image in steps that are forbidden. 'Tis all as easy falsely to take away a life true made, as to put metal in restrained means to make a false one.
'Tis set down so in heaven, but not on earth.
Say you so? Then I should pose you quickly. Which had you rather? That the most just law now took your brother's life? Or to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained?
Sir, believe you this, I had rather give my body than my soul.
I talk not of your soul. our compelled sin stand more for number than for a comma?
How say you?
Nay, I'll not worry with that, for I can speak against the thing I say. Answer to this. I, now the voice of the recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity in sin to save this brother's life?
Oh, please you do it. Oh, it is no sin at all but charity.
It please you to do it at peril of your soul, we're equal boys of sin and charity.
That I do beg his life. If it be sin, heaven let me bear it. Your granting of my suit, if that be sin, I'll make mine one prayer and have it added to the faults of mine, and nothing of your acts.
Nay, but hear me. Your sense pursues not mine. Either you are ignorant, or seem so craftily, and that is not good.
Let me be ignorant and in nothing good, but graciously to know I am no better.
Thus wisdom wishes to appear most bright when it doth tax itself, as these black masks proclaim an enshielded beauty 10 times louder than beauty could display. But mark me, to be received plain, I'll speak more gross. Your brother is to die.
So?
And his offense is so as it appears accounted to the law upon that pain.
True.
Admit no other way to save his life, as I subscribe not that nor any other, but in the lost question, that you, his sister, finding yourself desired of such a person whose credit with the judge, or own great place, might fetch him from the manacles of the all-binding law, and that there were no earthly mean to save his life, but that either you must lay down the treasures of your body to this supposed, or else to let him suffer. What would you do?
Same for my poor brother as for myself. That is, were I under terms of death, I'd wear the impressions of keen whips as rubies, and strip myself to death as twere a bed that longing had been sick for ere I yield my body up to shame.
Then must your brother die.
And twere the cheaper way. Better a brother die at once than a sister by redeeming him die forever.
Were not you then as cruel as the sentence that you have slandered so?
Lawful mercy is nothing kin to foul redemption.
We are all frail.
Else let my brother die. If not a fettery, but only he, and succeed thy weakness.
Nay, women are frail too.
Aye, as the glasses where they view themselves, which are easy broke as they make forms. Women help heaven, men their creations mar in profiting by them. They call us 10 times frail, for we are soft as our complexions are, and credulous to false prints.
I think it well. And from this testimony of your own sex, since I suppose we are made to be no stronger than faults may shake our frames, let me be bold. Be that you are, that is, a woman. If you be more, you're none. If you be one, as you are, well expressed by all external warrants. Show it now by putting on the destined livery.
Faithful my lord, I have no tongue but one. Let me entreat you speak before we're late.
Plainly conceive, I love
My brother did love Juliet, and you say he shall die for
you.
it.
He shall not, Isabel, if you give me love.
I know your virtue has license in it, which makes it seem a little fouler than it is to pluck on others.
Believe me on mine honor, my words express my purpose.
Ha! Little honor to be much believed, and most pernicious purpose. Seeming. I will proclaim thee, Angelo, look for it. Sign me a present pardon for my brother, or with an outstretched throat, I'll tell the world aloud what man thou art.
Who will believe thee, Isabel? My unsoiled name, the austereness of my life, my vouch against you, and my place in the state will so your accusation overweigh that you shall stifle in your own report and smell of calumny. I have begun. And now I give my sensual race the rein. Bit thy consent to my sharp appetite. Lay by all nicety and prolixious blushes that banish what they sue for. Redeem thy brother by yielding up thy body to my will. Or else he must not only die the death, but thy unkindness shall his death draw out to lingering sufferance. Answer me tomorrow, or by the affection that now guides me most, I will prove a tyrant to him. As for you, you say what you can. My faults outweighs your truth.
To whom shall I complain? Did I tell this? Who would believe me? Oh, perilous mouths that bear in them one and the self-same tongue, either of condemnation or of proof, bidding the law to make curtsy to their will, hooking both right and wrong to the appetite to follow as it draws. All to my brother, though he hath fallen for I prompture of the blood, yet hath he in him such a mind of honor, that had he 20 heads to tender down on 20 bloody blocks, he'd yield them up before his sister should her body stoop to such abhorrent pollution. Else Isabel lived chaste, and brother died. More than our brother is our chastity. I'll tell him now of Angelo's request, and fit his mind to death for his soul's rest.
Tell me your mind. I'm a messenger. Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office. It alone concerns your ears. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter. Yet you begin rudely. What are you? What would you? The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I were are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation. Give us the place alone, we'll hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text? Most sweet lady. A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text? In Orsino's bosom. In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom? To answer by the method, the very first of his heart. I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say? Good madam, let me see your face. Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate my face? You are out of your text. We will draw the curtain and show you the picture.
I'm going to say the same things over and over again. But I think the great thing about actors, I think actors make the best improvisers because you have, you're connected to your body, you have more, a grounded sort of, where you're coming from is more grounded, and you don't get that a lot. Because improv is accessible, especially in some of the larger markets like Chicago or where really people still think of Chicago as like the mecca for improv. You get a lot of people who just, they get into it in college. It's just college students who are smart. It's like sort of, you get the smart guy thing where it's very heady, it's very, so Bruce, it's a lot of people who want to show off their knowledge of history. Which is great and fun and fine, and that can lead to some really great improv, but it can also lead to some really talking head. It's all just there's no movement, there's no build, there's nothing interesting, there's nothing dramatic, it's all just, you listen to my funny remarks, and I know so much, and blah, blah, blah. So, I am glad that I like to work with actors and try to bring that a little more of using your body, using your physicality as a way to differentiate you, I think, from other performers. And, I've seen a lot of people learn how to do improv, and I've seen a lot of people perform improv, and there's like you learn, and then everybody hits this plateau of, it's sort of, you're proficient. I know improv. I know what it is. If someone says, can you do improv? I can say yes, and I will probably know what they're talking about, and I'm confident that I can do that. And that's where most people hang out, but that doesn't mean that you want to watch it, because it's awful. It's just not interesting. It's proficient. And that's all there is to it. And so to sort of burst out of that sort of pool of just okay, I feel like movement and physicality is a really great way to get you past this kind of, well, yeah, I do improv, I'm an improviser, to I am good at it. And the test of that being, it is entertaining to watch. You could do it in front of an audience, and they would not be angry and throw things. So, everybody hop up your way, circle. And if you're not wearing like tennis shoes, or you can just take your shoes off right now. exactly what I did. All right, good. So, I'm going to do it one more time. And I want everybody to do exactly what you got. Do exactly what you got. So it might change, but later some people will go into it. But for now, do exactly what you got. Somebody else start. But what it means is, we're not going to change it. So it's not going to go from what to I don't want you to change it. I want you to see what it was and just do more of that. So if I get wow, then I'm going to make that bigger. Wow! I'm just going to make it bigger. We're going to try to go fast. I don't want you to think about what to do. I want you to take the time to actually let the person hit it. Don't be fast on that part. See what they did. Once you take it in, just heighten it. And again, all you need to focus on is the person before you. It's going to be different when you get it. So yeah, that's how let's do it. Who wants to start? Which is normal, totally happens all the time. But in improv, you have to be right here in this moment. You're stuck in that one, or you're 2 moments ahead, you're screwed. You've got to be right there with your partner going, what did you just do? Okay, I'm going to add to that. What's next? What's next based on what I just saw? Where everything you do is just an extension and a heightening of what the person, your partner, just did. So we're going to do it again. Same thing, but this time just really try to take in what it is. Height. Somebody start one. Go. wanted to change, but it didn't seem inorganic. It all seemed like, yeah, that's absolutely the next thing that should happen here. It makes perfect sense. So good, I'll do it one more time. I feel like you can do it one more time. And just think, what is the heightening of that? Maybe it's emotions. And that doesn't have to be bigger or louder. It might be, that's fine. It's just the heightening. What is the next thing that I'm gonna do? All right, who wants to do it? Good. Oh! Ow! 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 Ow!